We're going to open up the club here in a few minutes, and I'm guessing I'm going to have a whole lot of Michael Irvin in the club. I'm guessing I'm going to have a whole lot of Miami Sounds in the club. But, I mean, when we talk about the physical toll of basketball and how the game is stretching its limits with the science and the range that they're asking players to play, do you not find fascinating? I think I might, after the club here, just spend 50 more minutes talking by myself about this game because of all the things I found interesting, and you guys can all leave the room. But the bit of analysis I'm about to give you here, which I think is just funny at the commerce center of all of this. So Moton leaves the game 2 plays in, kind of integral to their interior defense. Immediately, Mississippi gets a 73-yard rush, longest since 2018. The physical toll of, at the end of that game, Miami secondary was gone. If you'd played 2 more quarters, Chambliss would have thrown for 700 yards. Miami was playing nobody in the secondary because everybody was ejected or hurt. And the thing I just wanted to point out to you that nobody thinks of this time of year, I don't think, is, hey, those are an awful lot of games they're being asked to play. Like, Miami secondary is falling apart. Physically, you ask this many games of the players at the center of the commerce, you're going to break a bunch of teams. Like, it's whoever gets to the end of it, but you're going to physically break this guy. And Mesidor's going to run out there and risk his first-round talents because of whatever he's doing with needles on the sideline.
We talked about how it's like it's really getting hot at the right time. Right? Like, it's so much of this is you're going to put 12 really talented teams together. There are going to be some disparities, but it's like, hey, who's fully healthy? Their running back was not healthy. That made a pretty big difference in that football game. But he had one big run and then was useless for the rest of the game.
Do you guys not find funny the idea that the NFL is playing 17 games with adults? We're also doing that with kids' bodies, and they're going to break the joints and stuff.
The fact that Tony's healthy. Like, this kid played all of these games at the college level where half of them he was like 17 years old. It's insane.
While making that particular catch that needs to be made inbounds, even if it's out of bounds. Like, there has to be – do you not agree that there needs to be something beyond instant replay where you have an athletic feat of such ballerina grace that you'll remember it for a long time, and therefore it should be ruled inbounds whether the toe is in or not? Like, do you believe any dollop of judgment should be applied to the judges who are –
just the scale of like, that was too cool.
Aesthetic beauty surpasses here our need to get the rule exactly right. That's a completion. Miami wins. No? You're not good with that?
I just don't like that a toe counts if you're facing the other direction there. You know, like if you're going forward and you tiptoe, that counts. But when you're going backwards, if your toes hit, then your heel
toe
counts.
did hit first and then the heel came afterward. That should be a toe tap. That's in.
It's kind of how it's always
toe
worked,
tapper.
though. That wasn't even the most impressive play he made, by the way. That one, like, that's the crazy part. Is as unbelievable as that catch was.
I would argue that was the most impressive play.
The catch that he had that was like, the screen and then just weaving through defenders for like a 25-yard gain. That was the one that makes me go, this guy is a superstar.
That for me, that plays more on the offensive line. Like, dude, they're getting out so in front. The blocking there is fantastic.
Plenty of the blocking's amazing, and they had. I mean, that's the three-pronged genius of Mario Cristobal. That's where that comes in. But his vision and athleticism and quickness all combining in that moment for that play when they desperately needed it. To me, that was the one where I was like, holy cow, this kid is ridiculous.
Let's say this right now. If this kid didn't rush for 60 touchdowns his senior year of high school, massive disappointment.
He was special in high school.
Played quarterback his senior year.
You guys didn't even mention the third and sixth play where he broke 2 tackles. They would have had to kick a field goal. They end up getting a touchdown, because he broke 2 tackles because he was too physically strong. Again, I think I'm just going to mutter about the game after the club is closed.
He had 57 catches for 1,018 yards and 12 touchdowns as a receiver before converting to quarterback, where he had 524 yards and 8 passing touchdowns, filling in as the quarterback.
I'm going to be the guy in the back alley of the club still talking about the game. We'll see who stays with me and who goes to get into their weekend and get into food. What's the first sound in the club? Yeah.
That was last night. He made a new noise last night.
There's no words there, just wow. Yeah. Oh, that's a word. Okay.
He didn't pace himself. He's not going to have anything for the end.
Who else is in the club?
Taking their ass home.
Who else is in the club?
I need your support. Biggest game in 20 years.
Who else is in the club?
I want to give all the glory to God. God!
My guy.
I hope he wins. That would suck if he didn't win.
We're still in play for Mendoza winning because there's some great coaching botching at the end that's hugely embarrassing because Miami didn't kneel or something.
Mask kicks ass.
That was true, man. That's the truest thing he ever said.
Even it's such a funny thing.
Mask kicks ass.
How does Miami get into the game? We'll just get people who kick everybody's ass. Okay.
Mask kicks ass.
You would think that everyone would have this idea.
Yeah,
Mask kicks ass.
Wait, how do you kick ass? How are you going to kick everybody's ass?
It's just mass.
Mask kicks ass.
Who else in the club?
Malachi.
Learn today.
How is that possible?
Because I just thought he was mispronouncing malarkey. Also, I didn't know who Malachi Tony was.
Really?
I'd heard the name by you. I didn't know what position he played. I don't know how old he was. Because here's the thing. You put it in the middle of Mike Ryan, go blah, 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 Malachi Tony, blah, 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 Malachi Tony. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Who else in the club?
It's just tuning out Mike. Who else is in the club?
I appreciate contributing to nothing.
Adam Archuleta.
Adam Archuleta.
We're
came
still
on with
efforting
us.
for Brian Baldinger, by
No,
the
but
way.
we really kind of ran that bit to where it needed to go, right? We had a guy for a day, and then they fixed the Dolphins. They
We're
fired
efforting.
Daniel.
We're efforting to
Yeah,
continue that bit.
I appreciate contributing to nothing.
I don't feel like we did a very good job of breaking down the new Dolphins GM. I thought that was irresponsible today and poorly done by us.
It's also the Dolphins trying to. They know what they're doing. You did it on the day after. Come on now.
Who else is in the? Who else is in the club?
How do you clean your asshole?
Well, Sarah Silverman to take Nataro.
Listen to the smile in her voice.
How
as
do you
she-
clean your asshole?
She was so happy that she was like allowed to say it on the air.
But listen to the smile in her voice as she just throws this into the middle of our show.
How do you clean your asshole?
Chris and Freddie, there's just no way the refs saw it. The Louisville mascot right now has the guy's crutches. On the Louisville sideline, 14 police officers, rough count.
We didn't do enough of with that today.
Oh my God, I'm dizzy.
What was that?
I can't see.
Eiffel Tower lady.
Oh, the Eiffel Tower elevator lady.
You don't know how I feel right now.
I missed the snore. The story even.
You would think that would be the end of the club, but it's not.
No.
No, I'm going to keep
Nope,
going.
we're
I am
walking
gonna-
away.
That's fine. You guys
I'm
can
walking
go.
away.
I'll talk to Roy and Jeremy about it. I don't care. You guys
Oh.
can. No, you guys can all go. Roy, Jeremy, if you guys want to leave, you guys can leave too. I'll sit here by
what are you
myself.
talking to us about?
All I'll need is video. Okay.
Tarek Skubal's arbitration?
I gotta do the hockey show somewhere else.
Because that's pretty crazy, Dan. You see with the Tigers? They
I-
filed at $19 million, but Tarek Skubal filed at $32 million.
I'm going to just continue to sit here and talk to myself about yesterday's game. And I don't care if all of you leave, because there were a number of things that I did not get to. One of which is the amount of effort that it's going to be to keep being Michael Irvin for the rest of this as we turn him as a mascot into Max Patkin, the original clown prince of baseball. All I need here actually is video. Lewis, are you still here with me?
Nah, Lewis walked out.
Lewis,
Oh, he's there. Look at him.
Lewis, just put up on the screen here, because I was trying to teach people before the show, and nobody had any interest in this, and we never did anything else with it, and it was infuriating to me, as every day is around here. And we were talking about Max Patkin and whether or not he was the original mascot, because I don't actually know the history of this. Is Max Patkin, the clown prince of baseball, the guy who invented mascotting?
He was more of a barnstormer, Dan. So he was a minor league player, and then he got hurt, and he joined the Navy. And then when he joined the Navy, he gave up a home run to Joe DiMaggio in a game that they were playing against, I guess, the Yankees. But, like, faking anger, he threw his glove and pouted and stuff, and everybody liked it so much that he turned it into just his shtick. And then started from there. He was hired as a first base coach for the Cleveland baseball team. And then after 1949, he just started barnstorming around the country, showing up at exhibition games and being a bit of a clown.
So there were mascots before that in American sports?
That I can find out for you.
But so he did not invent the mascotting, because the first mascot of any kind that I was introduced to was the San Diego Chicken. But then it was explained to me that the history of baseball sort of began with this person who, physically funny, looks like 1940s ballparks, barnstorming, minor league entertainment. He's just being a clown. He's being a clown in service of the sport and in service of entertainment.
Yeah, I'm seeing that the earliest examples were there was a taxidermy bear for the Cubs in 1908. They later used a live animal in 1916. And that's kind of the origin of all of this. But hey, good news for Miami. Sebastian the Ibis is the first image you see on the Wikipedia page.
The things that I was talking about earlier in the show are so dated that I was asking them to get me a photo of Yama Yama, who used to be the original University of Miami mascot. He was just a guy who would stand on the sidelines and wander around and go, Yama Yama. And it was just absurd. It was not... There was very little talent involved, but he was just the manifestation of silly, cartoonish school spirit.
Yeah, I had never heard of him, but I looked him up after you mentioned this. And so he was a cheerleader at the University of Miami.
A single cheerleader.
In the 60s, and then basically just continued, even though the program wasn't very good, he continued to be the guy on the sidelines, but also eventually became a businessman and was doing all these other things, but would still show up to the games and be the Yama Yama guy. He unfortunately passed away about 20 years ago in 2006. He had a heart attack, so R.I.P.
But that's the way
Jim
to go.
Fleming.
That's the way to
That
go.
is the way to go.
It's the way
With
Michael,
school spirit.
It's the way that Michael Irvin will want to go if he were. No, this is what he is
Oh.
doing on the sidelines. I'm making the comparison between Yama Yama,
Did
the
you just kill
evolution of
Michael
Max
Irvin?
Patkin. I am saying that if you are the number one mascot for a school and you get your identity from being the number one mascot for a school, if I gave you your choice, how it is that you would like to perish and be remembered, it's I had a heart attack because of my enthusiasm for my school. It's why it is that I'm bringing all of it up, because Michael Irvin is the perfect modern manifestation for whatever it is the cartoon mascot of Max Patkin and Yama Yama are. He is the coolest version we can have, because usually those guys are not Hall of Famers.
So if we can't get Mario, we'll get Michael Irvin and we'll ask him, hey, first question, do you hope to die of a heart attack?
We can do that. But do you understand how rare it is to have the mascot be somebody who's an NFL Hall of Famer? It's usually Max Patkin athletically. It's usually Yama Yama. It never gets to be the NFL Hall of Famer who won championships with the Cowboys. I'm going to do a live show all weekend. I'm going to do it with ketchup on my forehead in a park on a bicycle.